Chris, last year it was a pretty memorable game. I think this year's up there as well.
Yeah, you never come to Worcester and tend to win, convincingly. They are a good outfit. They're a different animal at home, and there's very few teams. Only the top teams like the Leicesters have won. And I think the last times that Worcester have been beaten here, it has been the last 5-10 minutes of a game. So that's credit to them. But fantastic effort from us boys. We said it was going to be an 80-minute performance, and it was. And luckily we've come away with a very narrow victory, which is good. It keeps the dream alive.
Rob talked about a 40-minute performance in the first half. Really good. 20 minutes after the break, not so good.
Yeah, I think we've probably got to get to the stage, if we're being honest, where we've got to get those and iron those out of our game. It's obvious when we do play for 80 minutes and we play well for those 80 minutes, and we can blow teams away. Even the top teams we can blow away. So it's still a bit of a learning curve, but there's only going to be so long we can keep saying that as an excuse. We're still learning. We've played against some of the top teams now, the Stade Français of the world, the Leicesters, over and over again. And we shouldn't really have those excuses of the short blips. You're going to make mistakes in Premiership rugby. It's a really tough environment, but in the same token we've got to be better players than that and get away from that. But luckily, like I say, we dug in it for 80 minutes and we've come out on the other side.
I was going to say, the top sides now, this is when they crank up the gears and start to show that you've got 3 massive games to come now. The European chase is on.
Yeah, exactly, and that's something that we're quite an honest team, or we're a very honest outfit. Certainly we say that we don't tend to look too far in front of ourselves, but probably for the first time this week we've said, look, we've got 3-4 big massive games for the finish. Let's really push the dream of being a top 6 team. We want to be playing in Heineken Cup rugby. I don't think anybody will be shying away from that obvious fact. And we've got 3 enormous games now. The teams that are close to us have got some real tough fixtures, but it shouldn't be about that. Exeter, Chiefs, we're all about what we do and what we focus on. We don't need to be hopefully relying on other people's losses and to push ourselves at the table. We should be concentrating on our own results, our own performances, and I'm sure we'll be there or thereabouts.
For a lot of you experiencing Heineken Cup for the first year, you've got a taste for it. You want more of it now, I'd imagine.
Absolutely, yeah. Personally, unfortunately, I've missed a bit of the Heineken Cup this year, so I'm even more desperate for for us to be involved in it next season, just so I can experience it. I was devastated to miss the Clermont game. The atmosphere there looked fantastic, and that's what Heineken Cup rugby is about. It's bar the international call-ups and the Lions recognition, then I think European rugby, that's probably the pinnacle of a Premiership rugby player's career. So it'd be great to be involved. It's great for the club. We're very much putting Exeter as a fantastic city on the map down at the Chiefs. It's a really exciting club, really exciting times, and it's good to be an Exeter player.
You and I know all about the spirit of the club, but today we saw that, especially in that last sort of 5-10 minutes, when you have to dig deep, the boys can dig deep.
Definitely, that's what we've been about. We work very, very hard in the week, in pre-seasons and in the off-season, and we're a very tight-knit bunch of guys that work very hard for each other. We've got some great coaches that instill a lot of trust in us, and we need to repay that. And certainly the fans that have travelled down here today have been fantastic again. At Worcester, a very busy Worcester, it was very obvious that there was a lot of Exeter Chiefs fans here, which is always great for us. We're spoiled by that.